this is Marina from Frocks and Frolics, and I'm going to show you how to do a shirt hem and close the side seams of the cool shirt. It's very simple. We are just putting the sleeve and the side seam on top of each other. We're putting a vertical pin on the underarm seam so that it can't go anywhere, but that's basically all you have to pin. But because we want to do this really nicely, we're also going to put a little pin in the sleeve and then a couple of pins, one at the hem and one in the center. And then we're ready to go to the sewing machine and just simply sew this with a 1 centimeter seam allowance from the hem all the way up to the sleeve. You need to line up the edges with each other. Don't forget to take your pins out. I tend to take the pin out as I get close to the presser foot in this case. And you can sew straight over that vertical pin. It shouldn't break your needle. You can take it out if you like, however. Then the seam is ironed towards the back, and at the sleeve bit there it's a little bit harder, so if you don't have a sleeve ironing board, just force it apart with your hands. And then we're going to take the tabs. The tabs were ironed in from all sides apart from where we're going to sew it to at the bottom, and we're going to put the tab on so that it sits inside this hem. And that means that we need to have it about 5 to 6 mil above the edge of the hem so that the first turn in doesn't catch it, because it's going to be a bit thick. I'm also going to snip off the tab a little bit so that again it sits nicely, it can't slip out, and it follows the same line as your hem. And you can also cut back the seam allowance a bit. Again, the narrow ruled edge hem is difficult when you have too much fabric, so I'm just turning this in about 5 mil and 5 mil again, so as small as you can really get, and I pin that, and then it will just roll to the outside, and then we will top stitch it all the way around. And then we're turning in the front as well. I tend to do all the straight bits or the difficult bits first, and then I turn in the curves. This is just one part of the cool shirt, and if you want to see more, then what you do is you go to academy.frocksandfrolics.com. Just sign into the Academy and start watching, and I hope you really enjoyed this. Here on YouTube, we're having a new video every week, and there's one more to come next week where I'm going to show you how to create this fake turn-up, which looks really cool. It's like 50s style, so you can look forward to that or hop across to the Academy where it's already up. We start at a really thick point here, and so you want to maybe leave some long threads hanging, and you want to pull those from the back, so that's easier to do. And then we're stitching fairly close to the edge with a stitch length of maybe 3. You can go a little bit smaller, but it tends to look more homemade if you do that. The stitch also shouldn't be too long so that none of it can slip out in between stitch lengths. So none of this 4 business. So 3 or 2.5 on this. And you can use your fingernail or your finger, or if you don't have long nails, you can use a pin to just smooth in the seam allowance like I'm doing that there. I do it really fast, you can hardly see it. It's so automatic the way I do it. Some people might also ask, why are you not using a narrow ruled edge hemmer foot? And one of the reasons is that when you have differingness, the hemmer foot is very difficult, and also the beginning is very difficult. So I tend to not do it because it takes way longer to get that all sorted than to just do it by hand. Hemmer feet for this are only really good when you've got a very long length that you need to hem. And if you slip off slightly, just do what I just did. You just go backwards and start again. No need to, cut your threads off, start again. You can do that afterwards. Nobody's going to even see it. It's something that, just happens. Happens to me too, as you could see. So we're working all the way around to the other side. hold it. Don't forget to lock in your stitches. And your final thing to do is, we're rolling that tab to the outside, and then we're top stitching it all the way around. Just top stitch it like close to the edge. And then we're just going to press the hem, and that's a super duper shirt hem. We're almost done with our shirt now. Isn't this amazing? We're just going to do the final step now. And that is how to turn up that sleeve, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy that. And every week you get another video for the cool shirt, so there will be another one next week, of course. If you want to watch the whole series, you want to catch up on all of it, or you want to see all the way through the end and binge watch the cool shirt, then you can sign up to the academy.frocksandfrolics.com. The link is in the description. And you can watch the whole lot there, and it's all free. It's the same as on YouTube. And if you've already purchased the pattern and you want to be included in the course there, so you can make comments and you can ask questions, then what you do is you send me a conversation in the Academy. That's easy to do. I'll add you to the course, and you can watch all of this and also comment on it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next week for another shirt video.